Hi guys, it's Lauren, and today I'm just sort of doing a Q&A. I always get questions on Instagram, like all the time, about all sorts of different things. Most of it has to do with working at Disney, but I can't answer everything, but what I can answer, I will do my best to. So I'm just going to go through my message requests right now, because that's usually a lot of questions. I'm not going to include names just in case they don't want me to, but if it was you who asked this question on my Instagram, just, comment down below, say, hey, that's me. So one girl asks me, do you know if I can go to an audition being still 17? I won't turn 18 until late September. You cannot, unless you live in Florida, I don't believe you can go to an audition being less than 18. It says on the website for auditions how old you have to be. If it says you have to be over 18, if it doesn't clarify you have to be over 18, then I would go. But I do believe in Florida you don't have to be over 18 because they don't have to relocate you. And you can't be relocated if you're underage. Millie Devlin says, would you ever come to the UK? I've been there. I've been to London. I don't actually know if that's the same thing. I might sound really stupid saying that. But I've been to London and I really enjoyed it. I would definitely go back if I had the money to. So if I could, I would. I get a lot of questions from people asking me if I'm in college currently or what I'm doing. I am not currently in college. I'm just working full-time at the moment. I didn't go to college before. I graduated high school and now I'm working full-time here. So just to clear that up. What is the hardest thing about this job from Back to the Disney? I'd say the hardest thing about my job, in case you don't know, I'm a performer at Disney World. I think the hardest thing about it is just having to smile all the time and having to be happy all the time, even when you really don't want to. Because sometimes, everybody has bad days and you go into work and you go, I don't want to work today. I just want to sit in my bed and not smile and not be nice to people and just sit there and watch Netflix. So that's kind of a problem with every job. But yeah, definitely it's just like sort of having to put away anything that's going on in your outside life and just having to be happy, which is good. It's good to do that, but it can get a little bit difficult sometimes. Would I ever consider selling any merch? I am not nearly popular enough to have merchandise people. That was from Katie Clinton. She comments on all of my things. She's a cutie. But no, unless I had like 200,000 subscribers. I hit 3,000 though, so woohoo, that's good. But yeah, not in the near future, I don't think. Have I ever seen Star Wars? Have I seen the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer? No. Should I go watch it? I've heard about it. I should go watch it. I'll watch it and I'll let you know. Audition tips / advice from Katie L. Ray. Audition tips and advice. Well, I have a whole video about my experience. It's one of my first videos on this channel. Well, one of my first public videos on this channel. I've been making videos since I was like 10. Those aren't up here though. But my biggest advice that I give to everybody when they ask me is just smile, be very animated, be very big, and just have fun. Because that truly is very important, is to just have fun. They want to see that you're a joyous, happy person. And the biggest thing they look for is strong animation, I'd say, and just bringing things to life. That's very important. From Josie Bean, Josie Beanie? Josie Beanie. Next year I will be moving away from home and starting work like you did, but I'll be going very far away to the opposite coast. Could you tell us, or do a video, on your experience with getting an apartment and unexpected expenses and stuff, and any tips you might have for moving away from home at age 18? I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you. Well, I'm happy for you. That's very exciting. I love doing new things. My experience with... Sorry, I had to switch over to a different memory card. This one sucks, but the other one ran out of space. This one always randomly stops because it's not fast enough for my camera. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So sorry if there are little jumps here and there. It's because of my memory card. But anyway, back to that question. On my experience with getting an apartment and unexpected expenses, well, my great aunt and uncle live about an hour away from where I currently live now, so they actually helped a lot by going and looking at apartments for me and sending me pictures, and they were really nice and helped out a ton with that. So they looked at apartments for me. We sent them which ones we would like them to go look at and set up the appointments, and they went and checked them out for us. But otherwise, I would definitely recommend taking a trip before you move to go look in person, because it's pretty important to have somebody look in person if you don't have any family members or anybody else there who can look for you. So I highly recommend doing that. Unexpected expenses, it's definitely expensive because not only do you have to pay rent every month, but you also have to pay electric, water bills, and then there's other random expenses like you have to buy toilet paper, like things like that, like stuff you never thought of before because your parents always bought it, like toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, just everything that you kind of took for granted, or at least I did. Then you realize, oh wait, this doesn't just show up, you actually have to pay for this. And also getting an apartment, just having to put down the deposit and then you have to pay the first month's rent before you even move in. So you have to save up for a little bit to have enough money to even pay the first month's rent for you to even get the apartment. But my biggest tips is just make sure you're ready for it. I was definitely ready. I was ready to get out. Like, I love my parents. Don't take it that way. But I was just very much ready to leave and go be independent and become a mature adult. I was definitely ready for that. I was like, get me out of here. So yeah, it was great for me. But just make sure you're ready to be moving so far away from home. Like, I don't get homesick. Like, I miss my cats and I miss my parents, but they visited a lot. So I don't really get homesick. So just make sure you're truly ready to move so far away, because it's not easy to go travel back when you have to take a plane ride, because that can get expensive. So just make sure you're not going to be too homesick and that you're ready to move so far away. My middle name is Nicole. Lauren Nicole. Elizabeth M. Katie, I don't know how you say that. What is your favorite activity to do with friends when you aren't working? My favorite activity to do with friends when I'm not working, I love just going and exploring new places, like going to different towns, because there are so many different towns around where I live that are all within like an hour drive. So just going new places and going and looking at new things and going to random different shops and things like that. I love doing that. I like going to the parks, obviously, when I'm not working. I don't do that as much anymore as I used to, just because I spend so much time there where it's not quite as like, oh my gosh, I want to go to Magic Kingdom, you know? But I still do that frequently. And I also like to sit and watch Netflix. So that's fun. What am I going to do when I'm done with Disney? Go to school. Thoughts on the live action Beauty and the Beast? I loved it. I saw it 3 times. I thought it was amazing. Highly recommend going to see that. So you should definitely go see it. It was great. If you commented and I didn't answer your question, that's why. Favorite Bible verse / positive affirmation and why? Well, this one isn't like my favorite, but we heard it the other day. I do a little, we call it our Java and Jesus, where we go and get coffee and talk about things. Let me get that verse. This one, I heard it the other day and I just really liked it. It's Hebrews 12:11. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. And I just really like that. Like, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Like, I just look at that like as a life, like that's the race that's set before us. And we need to run with endurance. I just like that. When you get a full-time / part-time job at Disney and you have to move to the Orlando area, do they assist you with the housing? If you get a full-time job and you audition, if you're going to be a character performer, if you're going to be a performer, they will relocate you, where they do give you, I believe it's $1,800 to move. They don't assist with housing though, unless you're college program. They provide housing for college program, but that's it. So anything else, if you're relocated, they'll give you some money to help you move, but they don't like give you recommendations of housing and stuff. So kind of they assist with housing in the way that they helped me They help me pay for it. How's Gaston? That's my fish. He's great. I did clean his tank, so yeah, he's fine. When can you do another live stream on Instagram? I don't know. We'll see. Do you see yourself continuing to work in the Disney community after your contract ends? Yes, it would be insanely difficult to cut off all connections to Disney, so yeah, I do. Are there any Disney park secrets or special experiences available in the parks you have learned about since becoming a cast member? Disney park secrets? Well, if it's a secret, I probably can't tell you about it. Special experiences, well, there's the Keys to the Kingdom tour where they bring tour groups under Magic Kingdom, and we don't like those. But you can do that if you're really curious about. But you can do that if you're really curious about what's under Magic Kingdom. Favorite Disney ride ever. My favorite Disney ride ever is, I really like Space Mountain because it's fun and it's long. And I also like Carousel of Progress because like it's the best. I don't know, I have a lot of rides I like, but I really enjoy Space Mountain. What is one beauty product you can't live without? Mascara. Just in general, I need it, and my fake lashes, my half fake lashes, the real MVP. But to be specific, probably concealer too. I really like the Maybelline one. Just really like concealer, yeah. How hard is it to handle school with the program? I don't know, because I'm not in school or in the college program. But thank you, Kelsey, for asking. I love you too. But yeah, I'm not in the college program or in school right now. So it's great for me, you know? What has been your best and favorite interaction you've had with a guest so far? People are just funny. I don't know. People do the weirdest things, and kids are super weird. I don't know. I can't pick like any one thing. One time a little girl, she came up and she goes, "I'm all wet." And she was just really cute. That was just really cute. But that's not like my favorite. I just always remember that. Have I gone resort hopping? I've only been to the Polynesian and the Contemporary and the Boardwalk. So no, not really. I should though. What is my favorite classic and recent Disney movie? I think my favorite classic Disney movie? I don't know. I think it would have to be like, I don't know, this is so hard. I really like Cinderella. I don't know, it's hard for me to pick favorites because I just like them all. One of my favorite recent one though is Tangled. Was it difficult moving from Chicago to Florida? Do you mean literally moving? Like, yeah, it was. My dad brought my car for me here. I have vlogs all about when I was moving, so I have a bunch of moving vlogs if you like that, from July, August, back then. So it was like difficult in the way that I had to buy a bunch of stuff and I had to literally take all of my things and pack, so it's difficult, but I was just mostly excited, so it wasn't too bad because I just mostly was like, yes, let's do it. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Alright, so that was quite a few questions. I'd say that is sufficient for this Q&A. If I get any more questions on that picture that I uploaded asking for questions, I'll answer those in the next one if I'm able to. But I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.